How does ServiceNow tackles technology, technology change? Because as you mentioned that there were people, product managers or people, CTOs who use particular kind of technologies to put RPA into effect, and then they ultimately mentioned that it looks like a bot now, but they cannot change the technology. How fast service now adopts a new technology, as generative AI also came, and we'll talk about it later. What is in it for people, who cannot change technology so fast? As you mentioned about the case of the people who could not change their technology.
ServiceNow is very, very good at simplifying technologies to making it easy for the adoption. So we take a very unique approach to innovation at ServiceNow. So
Hmm.
we're one of the very few technology companies that when we acquire a new company, the first thing we do is we stop selling that product from the company we bought, and we spend about a year to a year and a half replatforming the IP into our native platform. So maybe unlike the Oracles of the Salesforce of the world, where they acquire a collection of technologies, then you as the customer, you got to figure out how to integrate Slack and Tableau and Sales Cloud and all the different versions of Oracle. We do that for you to make the adoption much easier. So when we acquired an RPA company called Intellibot, a market leading RPA company, what we did is we stopped selling it. We spent about a year and a half replatforming it so that it would be available natively on the platform for any user. If you own ITSM or HRSD or our App Engine, you could use it natively in a workflow. And that's what people had requested. So we spend a lot of that engineering time up front, whether it was when we acquired, some mobile capabilities from a company called SkyGiraffe, or we acquired Element AI for a lot of the artificial intelligence and generative AI. We spent years building that into the platform. So when we launched our generative AI capabilities this year, it was very easy to adopt because it's actually embedded within the functionality of the platform. If you want to use our text to code or text to process functionality, it's natively available in the platform. When you pull up a workflow or you pull up a scripting prompt, it's automatically embedded in line there. So you don't really have to go through much to adopt it. You don't have to integrate with another third party. If you want to integrate, you've built a workflow in ServiceNow, but you want to change the interface for not just a portal, but you want to have a mobile interface, and maybe you want to have a virtual agent, you don't have to go and integrate with another technology. We have that built in natively to our platform. So I think that's what makes it very, very easy. And one of the other big cornerstones is we have an integration hub where we've pre-built, hundreds of spokes out of the box that define the connections between ServiceNow and other third-party systems, but it also defines all the actions. So it makes it very easy to drag and drop these spokes into a workflow to connect and bring into account other systems, legacy systems that you have within your enterprise, and bring that data and that information into a workflow. Give you the ability to create your own spokes. We just launched a spoke generator where you could just point it at a system and it will reverse engineer and use AI to create the spokes. So we're doing a lot of things on the engineering side to make it really easy for our customers to adopt technology without like this big learning curve.